I don't know about the rest of you, but I say 2025 was another great year at the movies with flicks like Marty Supreme, The Phoenician Scheme, The Secret Agent, Black Bag, Nouvelle Vague, Fantastic Four, The First Steps, Hard Eyes, and Sentimental Value, and yet there were 10 other films that I really loved. And today on CJ at the Movies, I, Christopher Zweig, will commemorate them. Let's take a look. At number 10, Final Destination Bloodlines, probably the best of the series, as the deaths in this movie are based on a family tree regarding a grandmother who was supposed to die. Now that we have our grandkids in the mix, there's going to be a lot of carnage, which is either wickedly funny or just bloody, and we also have a fond farewell for Tony Todd, who passed away last year. Number 9, The Life of Chuck, Mike Flanagan's take on Stephen King's story from his If It Bleeds collection. Tom Hiddleston plays the title character, and told in reverse order, we guess that he may be connected to the universe and what makes him tick. I'm seeing this movie with questions and exuberance, and therefore, if we look at it from another standpoint, the universe is in balance. Number 8, 28 Years Later, made by the original filmmakers, director Danny Boyle and writer Alex Garland, who both present the British zombie movie sequel with some powerful performances, crazy and gory zombies, and some very good questions. I'm already excited about its sequel, The Bone Temple, coming soon. Number 7 on my list is Sorry Baby, and if you haven't heard of the director and star Eva Victor before, you might be surprised at how she has a voice in cinema. This is an equally sad, humorous, and emotional dramedy that deals with one young woman's pathos and how she tries to move forward with her life. One of the biggest horror hits of 2025 is my number 6 choice, Weapons. Almost all the students of Julia Garner's class have disappeared into the night, and the movie plays detective by showing us different perspectives, leading to something creepy, sinister, and twisted. Number 5 is This Thing On, directed by Bradley Cooper in his third directing job and starring Will Arnett as a middle-aged man on the brink of divorce from his wife Laura Dern and choosing to talk about his drama through the power of stand-up comedy. This is a game-changing performance for this comedy and voiceover actor. I've seen Guillermo del Toro's take on Frankenstein in 35mm film and on Netflix, and I loved it in every format, especially when it distinguishes between what makes a man and what makes a monster. That's why it's my number 4 choice. The best international movie of the year is my number 3 choice, It Was Just an Accident, which was made by Jafar Panahi, who was against the Iranian government and has been in prison before, and without official filming permission from the authorities, he tells the story of former political prisoners who want revenge on the person who may or may not have been their tormentor. And the director doesn't want to be labeled a hero, but a filmmaker. Number 2 is Paul Thomas Anderson's latest, brilliant, hilarious, dangerous, and wildly entertaining entry, One Battle After Another, which tells the story of a revolutionary group, the French 75, who find themselves dealing with a sadistic colonel played by Sean Penn. Leonardo DiCaprio almost looks like the dude from The Big Lebowski as one of the good guys whose daughter, played by a winning newcomer, Chase Infinity, is kidnapped by that villain. This is another gem on this list I saw in 35mm film. It was almost neck and neck, but gun to my head, my favorite film of the year is Sinners, Ryan Coogler's brilliant vampire movie. One that doesn't go for the jugular every 5 seconds or cater to the Twilight fans, but actually tells a story with characters, music, themes, and everything that qualifies it as a masterpiece. Coogler favorite Michael B. Jordan has 2 roles as twin gangster brothers, Smoke and Stack, who return home from Chicago to Mississippi during the Jim Crow era to open up a juke joint, never dreaming that it would be invaded by vampires. Jack O'Connell plays the lead vampire, and then Stack becomes one, and so does Haley Steinfeld as his ex-girlfriend. The more you watch this gem, the more you appreciate where it's going and how it achieves things. It manages to combine music in the past and present, it shows us different kinds of fights between good and evil, and Coogler expresses them through the power of filmmaking. So while teens were screaming chicken jockey in a Minecraft movie last April, I was celebrating Sinners. Well, those were the very best films I saw in 2025. Stay tuned for my list of the worst movies of the year. Until then, I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.